Okay, guys. Yesterday we started lesson on, remember what our new unit was going to be on?
Polygons.
Polygons, that's exactly right, David. Good. And we had started working on that packet, but let's keep it in here just for a second, okay? We'll pull it out after we do some reviewing. On the board, I wrote... Here, I'll just throw this away. On the board...
Yeah, but you don't want to put it on my sweatshirt.
Over here, guys. On the board, I wrote all of the things that we talked about, the different characteristics or parts of polygons. The first one, what does the first one mean, Krista? When you have a closed shape, what does it mean? All of the sides are what? Oh, they're all touching. Yep. They're not like this, where they have an open side. So that's a closed shape and an open shape. Polygons also, we said, were two-dimensional. What does that mean, David?
Flat.
Flat. And
three-dimensional sticks out.
Exactly. So I tried to draw something that was 3D.
That actually looks
A
kind of
3D
cool.
cube. Yeah.
It looks like a pool.
Like you would hold it.
It looks like an open pool.
Yeah.
Or a pool.
Then next we have congruent lines. Andy, do you remember what the congruent lines, what those represented? If we had a triangle that looked like this, what does it mean when we have those three lines that look like crosses?
These are new. It will get infected if you do that.
All the sides are what? What do you notice about them? They're all the same.
Is that what you were arguing with this?
Yep, all the same length. They're all the same length. Parallel lines, Krista. You remember what those were? We drew train tracks yesterday. And what do parallel lines show us? Oh, just hold on, David. Do they ever touch?
No.
No, they always are apart from each other and always go on and never intersect or touch each other. Right. And we have little arrows to show us that, both up and down and across, vertical and horizontal. And last but not least, we have right angle. And what is a right angle, David?
It has a little box on the side.
Yes, and that shows how many degrees is it when it's a right angle. It's like this, 90 degrees, exactly. And we'll see that in some of our polygons. So, the reason that we're learning about these polygons, guys, and it's important because nearly all the shapes that you encounter in schooling, whether it's triangles, squares, rectangles, rhombuses, and parallelograms, they all are polygons, and you'll see them in real life too. So we need to learn what makes a polygon a polygon. So let's pull out that polygon classification challenge that we were doing. We have the definition sheet, which we'll put next to it, and the packet that had the shapes on it.
Multiple kids running back and forth.
Yeah.
Quit running back and forth, kids.
Okay, so yesterday we went through number 1. What I want you to do is, everyone have a pencil or no?
Yes.
I have one.
You need one, Andy? There you go. Everyone have one? Okay, we went through and we labeled all of the shapes on here that were what?
Polygon.
Right, so let's check off number 1 on our list over here. Number 1. What's number 2 say, Andy? Yep, on the definition sheet. Andy, what does number 2 say? Triangle. Now we're going to go through our pictures, our different shapes, and see, label the one on the next line down if it's a triangle. So is this a triangle, Krista? No. So will you write it on the line? No. So you go to the next one. Is this a triangle? Yes. So you'll write it on the line. And you'll go through, here we'll start on the first page. You'll go through and you'll label all the ones that are triangles. Does it have three? A triangle is what? And it tells you on here. A triangle is a closed, two-dimensional, so 2D figure with exactly 3 sides. So does this have 3 sides? Nope. So you have to go through and check.
I circled them.
What is your question? Usually stay away from any rough.
You tell me. Yes or no? Yep, you're right.
Part of the question, and you should stay away from a erupting volcano because
Good.
what were these? Those are your words.
And we're classifying, which means we're deciding what characteristics or things about these polygons are true.
How would I know that's another?
Then go to the next, did you go to the next one? Because there are more on the next page. Did you do triangles for this? This one? Yeah. Do that first.
Yes, triangle.
That is a.
Well, let's look at our
Or
definition.
is that a diamond?
When you have a question about it, look back at the definition. A triangle is a closed 2D shaped figure with exactly 3 sides. Does it have 3
1,
sides?
2, 3, 4. Nope.
Nope. So then you go to the next one.
1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
No.
Okay.
It looks like now, and it's tricky because that A is silent.
Okay, you did the triangles? All done with that? Okay. Let's just pause for 1 second and wait for everyone else to.
Okay.
Nope. Okay. Now, we'll take 1 second, guys, before we go to the next one. I'm gonna pull this down.
I think I got it. Yes.
Okay, you don't have to sing it, we can just say it. Do you guys wanna say it like we did
Hold
yesterday?
on. I need
Just
it.
read it.
I need to see it first.
Okay. Want me to do an example one first? So you remember how it goes? Okay. So we remember we have to use our fingers too. So, okay. Triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, and octagon, nonagon, and decagon. These are the polygons as side counts getting bigger. All of them have 3 or more sides, and each is a close figure.
Oh yeah, I got this.
Remember?
I got it.
Okay, so do you want to sing it or do you want to just say it?
I'll say it.
Say it? Okay, but you have to use your fingers if you're going to say it, okay? Because this tells you how many sides each of these shapes have, okay?
I'm gonna do this.
Ready? Are you going to sing it or are you going to say it?
I'm gonna sing it.
Say it. Sing it? Okay.
Well, no, say it.
Okay, have your fingers ready. Ready? Go. Triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon. These are the polygons as side counts getting bigger. All of them have 3 or more sides and each is a closed figure. Good. It's a good way to remember and memorize things about polygons. And it tells you in there that as the sides get bigger and all of
I think I
them,
got it.
yeah, and all of them have 3 or more sides and each is a close figure. That's all true for polygons. So you want to do it one more time? Okay.
I'll review it.
We'll do it at the end, okay?
Oh, okay.
Because remember, if you guys memorize it,
I haven't memorized.
if you guys memorize it, you can,
Get pulled
what?
up.
Well, some kind of prize. I need to discuss that with Mrs. Korn, what's gonna happen.
Let's get pulled
Some
up.
kind of a prize.
Let's get
A fabulous
Let's get
candy
Subway.
Yes.
Let's get Subway.
I think Subway's a little too big.
Little too
Not a
much.
piece of candy you can have.
Yes.
What? That's not. Look, it's a big size
Pay attention to your
thing.
We'll worry about that later. Okay, so
Yeah, at least
let's
bigger
go back.
fries and
we
candy.
finished doing number 2 with the triangles, correct? So check that off. Number 2 is done. Number 2. Now, number 3. What does number 3 say, David?
A
Oh,
closed
David.
2-dimensional figure with exactly 4 sides.
A quadrilateral. So we said quadrilateral is a closed 2D figure with exactly 4 sides. So look through and decide if you need to write quadrilateral on the line. And start with number 1. No, that's okay. Is it a 4-sided figure? It has to be 4, no more, no less. Good, Krista. Nice job, David. It's a longer word. You know what, guys? It'll be okay with me if you just write quad for short. Q-U-A-D. Okay? I'll know what you mean by that.
Okay.
It'll just take a long time to write the word. It has to have just 4 sides, closed figure, and 2D. Erase it. Okay.
Stop talking.
Good, Ginger.
And focus on your story.
Okay.
And make sure to do the next page too. I know, you gotta flip back and forth. guys are doing really well.
Now you gotta read it 2 times.
Just wait a second. Remember, you just do QUADs, perfect. Okay. And if you guys want to now, you can check off number 3 and look at number 4. And you guys can work together if you'd like on that one. And is it closed? Because remember, this means it's an open one. Yep.
Wait, this one has to have 4?
4. Yep. You'll look back on here too if you want to know. Quadrilaterals, closed 2D figure with exactly 4 sides.
Okay. 4.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done.
So you're on pentagon. So it's a closed 2D figure with exactly 5 sides. So it won't be very many of them. So did you go? You look through this one and this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you wrote it. Got it. Good. Alright. Flip over. Some of them, you may not even write it under one of them. Alright, you finished quadrilateral, so check it off your list and move on to pentagon.
It has 5 sides.
5 sides, exactly 5. Oh, okay.
I put them in their board.
Thank you.
So they should.
Okay.
It's actually 2, 1. Actually, yeah, there's just 1.
I got the.
If not, okay. I can just use my
Oh,
copy.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So this one's 6 sides. This one has 6 sides.
Did you finish the pentagon all the way through? Okay, then you check it off your list and you move on to hexagon. It's okay. I'll just read it. What's this? Right.
Okay.
This one has 6. Are you sure?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Are you
5,
going
6,
to
7,
be
8,
next?
Nope.
Oh, no. Can I see what you did with
1,
the
2, 3,
pentagon?
4, 5, 6.
Yep. Well, let's look at this one really quick. How many sides does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, nope, that's okay. That's okay. And remember, this is always an open one. Why don't you write open right next to it so that you remember OP. Okay, and then a raised pentagon, and you can move on to the next one. Be really careful when you're counting, because sometimes the sides are a little confusing.
9. Yeah, there's not on the first page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep, so the only difference is it's 6.
1, 2, 3,